Hello everyone, myself Mohammad Rameez and I welcome you all on behalf of Saraswat International Academy. I am going to teach you the subject Organization of Commerce and we are going to start with the chapter number 1, that is Nature, Purpose and Scope of Business. As you can see the name of the chapter, Nature, Purpose and Scope of Business. So in nature we are going to learn what are the features and characteristics of the business. Then second, as you can see, purpose means we will learn that what are the objectives of starting the business. There are various objectives that we will learn in detail in this chapter. And scope of business, in the organization of commerce, in the field of the commerce, the business include but the business is having a wide concept, and what things are included in business, that we are going to learn in this first chapter. So you can see the first point, economic activity keep trade and commerce alive all over the world. So you have to understand first what is an economic activity. Economic activity is about when any of the person, any human is doing any kind of work and in return he expect the monetary gain, then it is called an economic activity. So all the persons in the world have the different needs and they satisfy their needs by exchanging the goods with money, and for getting the money they do some economic activity. So the world is alive, the trade and commerce is alive because each and every person in the world is doing economic activity. See, in your city or village, you can see a potter, blacksmith, weaver, a cobbler gets economic benefit. All these persons are doing work for what? For getting the economic benefit and monetary return. Monetary return means they get in return the money, and this is called as an economic activity. So here we complete the first point. Economic activity keeps the trade and commerce alive. In your city you will see the different persons who are working. Why they are working? For getting the money in return. Now see the second point, thousands of employees are working in cities, in small or big factories to get employment. So we know what is employment. Employment is basically when a person is going at any firm at a particular time, for example morning 7 to evening 5. So where he goes there for what? For the work, and in return he expect what? Monetary return. So you can see in your cities the thousands of the employees are working in cities, in small or big factories, for what? For the employment. All these activities are considered as which activity? Economic activity. And why they go for employment? For the purpose of salary, to earn the income. Now see the third point, business is an economic activity conducted with the objective of profit. And we do the business, the businessman is doing the business for what? He used to sell the different goods and get the profit in return, and this profit, get doing the business and getting a profit in return, so it is also an economic activity. So here it is said business is done for the objective of profit and it is also a economic activity. Now the fourth point, besides business, profession and employment, all the types of economic activity. Say business, we know when one person starting sell the goods at a high price compared to what his purchasing price is, and he get the profit in return, so that is economic activity that we have discussed. Now here it is about profession means doctors, lawyers. So these are the chartered accountant, company secretary, these are the different professional persons they have the specialized knowledge in specific field, and in return these persons are charging what? They are charging fees. So for these persons, they give the service and take the fees in return, so that is an economic activity for them. And employment we have discussed here in this point. So business, profession and employment all are considered as what? Economic activity. Human needs are increasing continuously. We know that human needs are continuously increasing, and man has to perform economic activity to satisfy his needs and to satisfy our need. If you want the different kind of goods to live your lifestyle, then you will not get it very easily. You have to work for it. You have to work for the things you want. You have to do the employment. You have to follow any of the profession, or you have to do business. Then you can earn a money in return, and then by that earning of money you can fulfill your needs. So, see the point, man has to perform the economic activity. We have to do some work, and by that we get monetary return, and then we can satisfy the needs. Example are here. See, farmer produces the food grain. He work in the farm, he get the food grain, and he sell the food grain and get the money. Then lawyer charge fees for representing a case in the court on behalf of the client, and he charge what? He charge fees from the client, and that is the economic activity of a lawyer. A worker get wages by working in the factory, that we have discussed as before. All these activities are considered as what? Economic activity. As the objective of this activity is to get what? Monetary return. They do all this work for getting the what? Monetary return. Monetary return means money. They do the work and they get the money. Now see the sixth point. Some persons in society perform activity without aiming at economic benefit or monetary return. So some of the persons are doing work in society, but they do not expect money gain in return. Who does that? You can see example, a social worker is working with the aim of social service. So for example, any of the NGO is distributing the food to poor. They are not going to charge in return the money from the poor. They are doing the work. They are serving the people, but in return they are not charging anything. So that is a which activity? That is a non-economic activity. Which activity? That is a non-economic activity. For example, if a teacher is teaching at a school, then from the school she will get in return the money and the salary, and that is an economic activity of her. But if the same teacher is working for the poor students and she is not charging anything from them, so that is considered as what? Non-economic activity. We will discuss once again. A social worker is working with the aim of social service. If the doctor provides what? Free medical service. What? Free medical service. He is working but he is not charging any fees from them. So that is a work done for the social service, समाज सेवा के लिए. So that is a non-economic activity. There is no objective of economic benefit. They are doing the work, but they are not charging money in return, monetary consideration or monetary return. They are doing the work, but they are not expecting the money in return. So that will be considered as which activity? This activity are considered as non-economic activity. Economic activity. Economic activity means an activity carried out. Carried out means an activity which is done with the objective. Objective of what? Objective of economic benefit and monetary consideration. It means that any activity is done by human being with the objective to get money in return. What the person expectation in return? By doing that work, the person is expecting the money in return. So here it means that any of the person is doing work with the objective to get money in return, so that activity is called a which activity? Economic activity. Now see the second point. Man has to perform economic activity for livelihood so that he can satisfy his need by getting money. Look, every person is having the different wants for his livelihood. He want grocery and many of the things for sustenance of his life. So every person have to do some of the economic activity so that he can get money, and from that money he can satisfy his different needs of life. So here once again I will say that every person have to do an economic activity by which he will earn the money and he will satisfy his need of sustenance of life. All economic activity are called which activity? Productive activity. Once again, all the economic activity are also called as a which activity? Productive activities. So here the third point. A person doing economic activity satisfy the needs of others and get economic benefits for him. So for an example, if a teacher is teaching, then the teacher is going to satisfy the needs of the what? Of the students. And by the teaching, the teacher will get what? Economic benefit in return. As the teacher is teaching, in return she will get what? She will get the fees. So here once again we will discuss this, that a person, suppose a lawyer is also fighting a case, then it will be satisfying the need of his client, and in return the lawyer will get the what? Lawyer will get the what? Lawyer will get the fees in return, which will benefit for him. So for example, your example is given: a farmer by producing the food grain, a weaver by manufacturing the cloth, a carpenter by manufacturing the furniture. All are doing work and they are benefiting to other, and in the same they are getting the money in return. So satisfy the need of different classes of society, and by this they get economic return. They all are doing work and they are satisfying the need of other, and in return they are getting the money also. So economic activity is the center of the modern world. Non-economic activity. The objective of non-economic activity is neither monetary return and nor economic gain. A person is doing any of the work, but in return that person is not expecting any money or any of the economic benefit, then that activity is called as what? That activity will be called as a non-economic activity. Now see the second point. Some persons in society perform the activity without the objective of monetary consideration or economic gain. So many of the organizations such as different NGOs, for example Being Human, and different people are doing the work for the social welfare, for the benefiting to the society or for the benefiting of the poor class. So in return they are doing the work, but in return they do not expect any of the monetary consideration. So thus this activity are called as a which activity? Non-economic activity. Now here the example are there, you can see: social service carried out by social worker, nursing activity by mother for her children. The same activity if the nurse is doing at hospital, then the nurse, she will get money in return. So there it will be an economic activity, but the same work she is doing for her children, so that is a which activity? Non-economic activity, because a mother is not expecting any kind of money from her child. So that is a non-economic activity. Working for volunteer propagating for the unity of community. Volunteer working in relief camp where the people are affected by any of the natural calamities or earthquake, tsunami, are called which activity? Non-economic activity. So these are all the examples of non-economic activity. Here the persons are working but they are not expecting money in return. Now see the fourth point. The motivating factor for these activities are service to country. Here the person are working. Why? What is the aim? They are not expecting the money in return, but they are doing what? They are doing the work for what? For service. They are giving their contribution from their side towards the country by benefiting to some of the people. Service to society, feeling of all this bring change in the life of a person. So in this pandemic of coronavirus, we have seen how Sonu Sood have helped all the migrant labor. So this is also one of the best example of non-economic activity. Now we will see the difference between economic activity and non-economic activity. See the first, objective. In the economic activity, the objective is what? Economic benefit. And in non-economic activity, it is a social service, human service, and service to the country. In economic activity, monetary benefit is the objective, and here it is for the service to the people, service to the mankind. Now see the second point, expectation. Here the expectation is what? Profit. A business person is expecting what? Profit. A person who is doing employment expect what? Expect the salary. And other professional person like CA, then teachers, they are expecting what? They are expecting the fees in return. So here it is about maximization of wealth. And on the other side, non-economic activity expectation is service to country and social service. Here the objective is samaj seva, social service. Now see the third point, type. So in economic activity the types are three. One, you can say business. By business the person gets the profit. By doing the business the person get the profit. By following any profession the person is getting the what? Any profession means what? That any of the professional persons who are working, and in like for example CA, lawyer, doctor, they all are working, and in return they get the fees. And employment, we have discussed that any of the person is working in any of the firm for a particular time, and in at the end of the month that person is getting the salary, so that is an employment. All these three are the type of economic activity, and here non-economic activity have no type. Now see the next point, fourth one, risk and uncertainty. So there remain a risk and uncertainty. In the business there can be a profit or loss. In the employment, due to some reason, might be that employed can be fired and not get the salary. And in the professional, that the lawyer cannot get the fees in return. So there are the chances of risk and uncertainty in the economic activity, and in non-economic activity there is no risk and uncertainty. Here are the questions from today's session. What is economic activity? You have to explain that with an example. What is non-economic activity? Explain that with example, and show the difference between the economic activity and non-economic activity.